Hey, Cam, I have two questions for you. One is a team thing and one is a you thing. The Cam question is, Coach was just telling us that you're playing with supreme confidence right now. I just wanted to ask you about that and just, what do you think is different, or what's different in your mindset so far this season compared to last year? And the other question is, your team's on a 5-game winning streak. Everything was going well. Everything was rolling, and then the Omicron thing starts and games start to get canceled around the league and all that stuff. Some of the protocols change back again. How has your team been able to handle those distractions? And do you think that you guys are still on, mentally exactly as sharp as you were, when you played your last game?
Yeah. I'm gonna start with the first question, the me question. Honestly, I think the biggest thing with my confidence is just my mentally. Just I feel like I've taken a step mentally, as a person, as a player. I got to credit Coach L and the coaching staff. They always talk about being mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared and ready. I do a lot of visualization. I meditate every day. Just getting my mental right. I feel like that's the biggest thing. And all the shots that I hit, I when I meditate, I watch them go in my head first, or I watch the moves I do in my head first, or the defense I play, the rebounding. So I would definitely say that's been the biggest aspect, and also just my teammates being so encouraging, the good positive energy we have in our locker room, throughout the facility, our staff. Everything's just positive and good flowing, good energy. So I would just definitely have to credit my mental side of the game for that. And as far as Omicron and all that stuff, we just try to stay focused and not let anything distract us. We have a goal. We don't want to let anything get in the way of that. We know there's going to be, all types of stuff. We might lose a couple games. We might, God forbid, have someone go down or something like that. But, just as a whole, we have to stay strong, keep the same mojo, and just, like I said, not let anything interfere and come in between the bond and the chemistry that we built.
We'll go now to Cal Friedman from WVUM. Cal, go ahead for Cam.
Hey, Cam, hope you had a good holiday. You stressed multiple times this year that you wanted to take more pride in your defense this year. In the next 2 games you'll be facing against the number 3 scorer in the ACC and the joint number 1 scorer in the ACC. How prepared do you feel for this level of competition?
Very prepared. I'm just excited to take on the challenge. I've always been a guy that takes challenges head on. I never run from anything. The best way to get to where you want to go is just to go through it. So I look forward to the challenge. NC State, they have 2 other guards that are very talented, very well, high octane, great scorers. So it's going to be a challenge for all of us. Syracuse, they've got a couple great guards, and so does Wake Forest. Those are teams that all have and predicate their success this year on, their guard play. So it's just a challenge for not only myself, but for, our other 4 guards that play. And, we know that in the past, what's really made our players have success, and not only our players, the teams, it's just, being able to guard those high level guys that Duke, North Carolina, Virginia, those high level guards that they've had, being able to, contain them. You might not be able to shut them down. They're going to score, but it's all about containing them, making them uncomfortable, and, making it difficult for them to do what they want to do. So I look forward to it. I know, for me to be successful in the ACC, for us to be successful in the ACC, and then for me to individually to be successful, I'm going to have to be able to guard high level guards and guard the best players on the opposing team. So I look forward to it. I know Zay does. I know Charlie does. I know Wooga and Bensley do as well. So we just look forward to taking it head on.
Going now to Chris Stock from Inside the U. Chris.
Yeah, just staying with that. Do you expect to be matched up against Sebron in this one?
I didn't hear you.
Do you, just staying with the defense, do you expect to be matched up with Sebron in this one?
Safely. In 500 feet, make a U-turn.
Oh, someone's GPS. But yeah, I mean, I look forward to that matchup, and I'm not necessarily, we kind of switch. So, if I'm on them, I'm on them. If I'm not, I'm not. But, like I said, they have 3 other guards that can really go. They've got, I think, out of their starting guards, the one that averages the least is 12 a game, and he can still really play. I have utmost respect for all their guards. Watching them on film, I had you know, really taking some time and watching their individual films and all the points that they've scored. So it's going to be a tough challenge for all of us, whether I'm guarding Sebron or Cam Hayes or Smith. You know, they're all three high-level guards.
Staying, but in particular with Sebron, what have you seen with him this year? He's obviously having a breakout year. You didn't see much of him when you played against him last year. What stands out, especially a guy that gets buckets inside the arc? You know, he doesn't use the 3-point line to score points.
Yeah, I think his versatility is what, you know, makes him, and his motor. You know, he averages 11 rebounds a game. Like, he's always on the offensive boards. He has a ton of crafty moves, crafty finishes. He's long and athletic. You know, he's a really good guard. You know, 6'7", can handle the ball. He plays the point sometimes. So it's definitely going to be a challenge. Definitely. You know, we're both bigger guards in the conference. So I look forward to taking on the challenge when I'm matched up with him, for sure.
We're going down to Michael Euro from 305 Sports. Michael.
The last time we spoke against Stetson, you talked about your team's chemistry and how it's been different prior to years past that you've been here in Miami. What have been some of those conversations you've had with guys like Charlie and Isaiah in terms of how successful this team can be heading into ACC play?
We always had those conversations ever since, you know, the first time we played with each other in the summer. You know, we kind of were like, oh, wow, okay, we can make each other better. That's one thing that I felt like we do really well, is we all complement each other. And we knew going into the season, you know, that's what we were going to have to do. It's pretty hard to individually carry a team offensively. You know, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think Zay wants to do that. I don't think Charlie wants to do that. We all want to share it. We want to make each other better, and we want to play off each other and feed each other, because we know at the end of the day, that's going to help us win games and keep the balance and, you know, keep teams on their heels. So we really, you know, tried to lock in and make sure that we learned each other's games, learned each other's spots, learn what we want to shoot, learn the best way to get the offense moving, you know, and that just comes with practice time with each other, the coaches, you know, coming in the summer, early in the morning, getting shots up, coming back late at night, getting shots up, you know, just, you know, on and off the court, hanging out with each other. You know, this is just a really good group of guys. We have great energy, and you could just tell we love playing with each other on the court. So we just look forward to continue with that, and hopefully keep getting wins and keep playing successful and being successful like we have been.
All right, last question for Cam comes from Wyatt Kopelman of WVUM. Wyatt.
Cam, throughout this win streak, you all have continued to dominate, gel together on the court, but Coach L just mentioned how the defense still has a little ways to go as you all get into the thick of ACC play. How do you continue to see that improving as you try and continue to set the tone on the court?
Just the effort. That's all that is. It's just, you know, us knowing and realizing, hey, we're going to have to really sit down and guard for 40 minutes. You know, we've had Alabama our first half. We had a half of great defense. North Texas second half, another half of great defense. We just have to put together 40 minutes of, you know, 2 halves of just great defense. And we've showed in spurts that we can do it. We just have to mentally lock in and, you know, not play the score. We just, no matter whether we're down, whether we're up, stay consistent with it and trust each other. That's the biggest thing, you know, just trusting each other, being in our gaps, making sure we're talking, making sure we know the rotations, making sure we know the game plan. We know what the other team wants to do. It's just, we have an interdependent program. So, you know, everybody has to do their job. Everybody has to individually do what they need to do in order for us collectively to have the success we need. And we know that. So we take pride in that, and we just got to exert ourselves defensively tomorrow.